Today we have back and biceps, but before we head to the gym, I just want to talk to you about adjusting your cardio and when to adjust it. So if my body weight plateaus or I find that I'm not losing the amount of fat that I should be losing on this transformation, that's when I'll normally adjust my cardio. I won't do it beforehand. Don't haphazardly just throw in another 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon or something like that, because this isn't going to be very good for time management, and it's probably going to slow down your metabolism, because if you add 20 minutes and then your body plateaus, what are you going to do? Add another 20 minutes? It's not going to be very conductive for your time or your schedule. Normally 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the afternoon, or my evening cardio. So basically I'm adjusting it by 10 minutes per day. And that's normally enough just to get the body burning fat a little bit more. And generally when I jump on the scales the following week, the weight has come down, so I've lost fat. Anyway, so let's head to the gym and hit back and biceps. We'll start off our back routine with the reverse lat pull down machine on hammer strength by doing 3 sets of around 10 repetitions. Today is going to be a pretty straightforward day for back and biceps. We're not going to do any supersets, just a couple of drop sets. The goal today though is to go as heavy as possible while increasing the weight on most sets. As you increase the weight, make sure that you're keeping your chest against the pad at all times. If you're using too much momentum to get the weight down, your chest will probably be drastically coming away from the pad. So you should reduce the weight if that happens. Next up is single arm rows, 3 sets of around 15 repetitions. We're doing a few more reps on this exercise, but we're still going as heavy as possible. 150 pounds is the highest dumbbells we have in this gym. On the single arm rows, I like to support myself mainly up against a dumbbell rack as opposed to the bench. Remember to belt up when you're going heavy on these lifts as well, so it doesn't take too much strain on your back. And if you're starting to fail on your last few reps, then do what I'm doing and just force out a few more partial reps. Our next lift will be the reverse grip bent over row, 3 sets of around 12 reps. Sometimes I do the regular overhand grip, sometimes the reverse grip. I just use my instincts, and if I want to hit the traps a little bit more, then I'll do the conventional overhand grip. Next back exercise is lat pull downs using the flex leg straps, and we'll be doing around 3 sets of 12 repetitions. Remember, this strap is used to eliminate having to hold the bar with your hand and tendon strength, so it just lets the weight go straight to the muscles instead. Now for the rest of our exercises, we're going to be doing biceps. We'll be using the preacher bench, but positioning ourselves for spider curls, which I showed you earlier in the transformation. We're doing 3 sets of around 8 to 10 repetitions on these. As you can see, I'm using a slightly wider than normal grip. The reason being, I just find this targets the thickness of the bicep. On the last set, I've decided to throw in 1 drop set for good measure. I was starting to fail a little bit earlier,
on the heavy weights, so I really wanted to finish the biceps off. So again, you just got to use your instincts every now and again. If you don't feel that you're punishing that muscle group enough, throw in a drop set. Next, we'll be doing concentration curls, 3 sets of around 12 repetitions. We're doing curls from a crouching position with the elbow angled out and in line with the knee. I like to use this stance over the seated concentration curl. The reason being, I just find that I'm able to isolate the bicep that much more. I'm using 45 pounds, as you can see here. If I was doing a seated, I'd probably be using around 60 pounds, so that tells me that I'm probably incorporating other muscles to get the weight up. These are called concentration curls because all the work is directly concentrated on the biceps with the contraction of the movement. Our last lift will incorporate the FST7 training program with preacher machine curls. We've already hammered our biceps pretty hard, but you know, I feel that the biceps really need a little bit more attention, so we're going to throw in 7 sets at the end. You're definitely going to feel the pain, but get some intensity going and get it done. Just shut your mind off and ignore the pain.
Okay, so today is the Sunday, and I woke up this morning, had breakfast, and I decided to go for cardio outside today. Went walking up in the mountains. It was a little bit over time. I'd say it's probably about 30 minutes, but it's beautiful weather here, so that's why you know, it's nice to get outside and get a little bit of fresh air. So then we come to the gym a little bit earlier today because I've got some errands to run this afternoon, and we hit back and biceps. So now I'm going to have my shake. I'm not going to do my cardio until later probably. I'm just going to jump in the sauna and relax a little bit, and then do cardio later on this evening and start a whole new week tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll be joining me again where we've got shoulders, calves and abs, so I'll see you tomorrow.